How's it going, everyone? Tim here, Tier D Adventures. Hope everyone's all well there. As always, thanks for tuning in. Much appreciated. Had a pretty good maiden weekend putting the new Class 2 setup here through its paces. In the previous video, we swapped everything from the V3 over to the ATL Pro V2 from Brazin RC. And so far, I'm extremely happy with it. Overall, this entire weekend, super happy and super impressed with it. I have actually just rocked the Vanquish VXT2 tires on it all weekend. I still need to put the Tusks on it and go take it out for a run because, like I said, I'm enjoying both tires right now. But I just wanted to get some more break-in on the new Vanquish tires. So I was just out there putting it through its paces. And these tires are doing great every single time I take it out. Their traction and everything with these tires has been exceptional so far from my experience. Now, moving on to my thoughts over how everything's performing overall. Amazing. Super awesome. A very capable setup, even with me driving. I have noticed some major increases in some ground clearance and some of the breakover angle versus the previous setup. So getting down into, the chassis, like I mentioned, the build process, everything there was pretty straightforward and pretty smooth. Said assembly for the LCG chassis, for the most part, are nearly identical. Always make sure you get, if the chassis you're looking at has specific components, make sure you get those specific components. Yes, with enough fabrication, just about anything can work, but it makes life so much easier to have the chassis specific components and a custom link kit. And I said, that makes the building so much smoother. Any questions I had, big shout out to Jake and Jason, my friends from Missouri. They've answered any questions I've had when I was getting everything set up, any questions when I was purchasing anything. So huge thanks to those two guys for getting me set up. So it's definitely been already somewhat of a new adventure for me, being able to kind of go out and really just kind of dive in and take a stab at building all these amazing chassis and companies out there. Said Brazin has been around for quite some time. They know what they're doing there. All their chassis have been great. Always heard great things from chassis. The team drivers and everyone involved with Brazin are always been super nice and helpful. I see a lot of them at Crawlapalooza every year. So always a great group of guys in the first place. Now being able to build on those and everything else. I'm super happy. Definitely a setup I would recommend for sure, and it will accommodate to just about any setup you're running. It's been able to handle several of the lines there at AirCap a little bit even easier now with this setup, and there were some that I could not do before just with some clearance issues, but now I'm able to conquer those. So definitely excited to keep this going. An extended holiday weekend really made everything nice and easy. I was able to get out for some early crawling. We had a regular Sunday crawl, and I was like, you know what? I still got one more day off. So we went out and we crawled some more, put some video together. And with the next major event being Crawlapalooza, hard bodies and points aren't necessarily a thing for Class 2. So we're just going to continue rocking the creep body until after Crawlapalooza. And then once the new Sorka rules come out in October, we will start working on hard bodies for all the trucks. I do have the C3 transition done, so we'll be seeing that here shortly. And we're getting ready to start on the Class 1. Also, a few more chassis. I said, it's a whole new world out there now. And there's so much stuff. I'm just bringing chassis in, and I have a specific truck here that I will be using as, for the most part, a donor truck. We'll go from rails and swap stuff out, get some drive times, put them through our local cash comps and stuff like that. And I said, this will stay my main C2, and then we'll work on the donor truck for any other stuff we got going on. Any questions, comments, anything like that, as always, put them down below. Do my best to get everything answered. And hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And until next time, everyone, have a great one and crawl on.